All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe, underneath the standard and the banner of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, coming back real quick on the page, taking the kingdom, 144K. All right, and just watching this brother's video here. I don't know how many minutes in I am. Or I'm almost to the end, so it's 27 minutes in. But he was bringing up some valid points, man. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, if you have the eyesight to see what's going on around you, which a lot of brothers that claim to be in the faith aren't really in the faith, man. All right, with wayward doctrines and just a lot of inside work that's not being done on brothers. I'll say that, but look at the time that we're in, and look how far Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have brought certain brethren, okay? And we almost there. Now, going back to the points that was made, we're in the gray area right now where the scales are about to tilt in favor of us, but in the people of the world, it's about to be mass death and mass confusion. All right, they're instituting AI like crazy. All right, and we know that's for an infodemic. All right, so much info, people won't be able to tell what's real or what's fake, and that's where you really gonna have to use your spiritual power, so to speak. When it comes to that, you're gonna have to use discernment. You're gonna have to have that great gift of discernment, like crazy, man. Okay, and rightfully so. With an infodemic going on, man, you won't be able to tell what's up or down. It's going to get harsh out here, right? So the brother was bringing out points about Tucker Carlson, from Tucker Carlson, saying that we're close to a revolution, or we're going to go full blown into a technocracy, which the brother is correct. None of this is going to work, and I'm talking about GMS all precepts. Ashar, I believe that's what the head of that camp name is. Okay, Ashar, and I just wanted to bring out some scriptures to couple along with that. It's a beautiful time that we're living in, and we seeing the hated or the hater become the hated. All the way. You see what I'm saying? This dude is he's done. I'm talking about Esau Edom. All right, and we have the tell of the tape, which is what's really going to transpire against Esau Edom. Okay, we have that. And it's known on to us, but it's not known on to the rest of the world. The rest of the world is pretty much in a loop, so to speak. They think that it's going to either go back to the old way, or they're looking forward to go into a new way by way of, their oppressor. Okay? And so-called white people, average, everyday Joe Sixpack, all right, he's about to be oppressed even further by his own kind if this technocracy happened. But we know Esau Edom, he's not programmable, okay, to have a thumb put upon him, the cruel Lord, because they've been privileged all this time, man. So what's that going to do? And that's what, Tucker Carlson is saying, man. It's going to be a revolution. And the Gen X, he bought that. That's another key factor that he bought out. Okay? If you ever around Gen X, they don't work hard. That's not their thing. Okay? Gen X is a hustle, modded individual. Okay? That's why I assume scammers are on the rise. That's why theft is on the rise. They don't believe working hard is going to get them to anywhere. That's why the streamers, okay, what's this little kid named Kai Cenat, all right, and the Ratchet, this little Ratchet bunch that started streaming with him, okay? Chat streaming, billionaires, okay? They harnessed a market for it for themselves, all right? And that's the only way they eating, man. Okay? The rest of the Gen X, they ain't falling for work 40 hours a week or more, you know, and get your paycheck and be cool, you know what I'm saying? And get out of there and try to get a pension. They're not going for any of that bullshit, man. That's not their thing. Their thing is not that, man. They don't work hard for nothing. Okay, they try to get it out the mud. They try to make it happen. And that's where you're going to see a lot more increase in violence, home invasions. Okay, that is the crew. Gen X is the one. All right, that's going to come. And you see the videos. They all online, you know. Gen X is the antediluvian individual, man. Okay, they're going to get busy in the worst way. It's going to be horrible, man. Okay. But let me bring this out. Probably 2 scriptures and that'll be it. But it's getting harsh, man. It's going to really get bad out here. And you know, the brother played it. Let me see if I can find the video. Let me see. And this brother right here, the Hopeful Elect 3. I don't know who does the page, but he puts little shorts together. You know, just like capturing the time that we in. It's going to get to the point of, you know, there's no understanding on the earth. But for those men, you know, the hopeful elect.
Man, I'm gonna be real, man. I think the way the world going right now, I think it's gonna be some purge shit going on. Y'all don't believe me, but y'all gonna see. There's gonna be some purge shit going on. There's gonna be some motherfuckers trying to stick together and fight for their motherfucking life against your next door motherfucking neighbor. Huh? Shit real.
And you know, that's all scriptural. What does it say? Neighbors shall be against neighbors. 2nd Esdras, 15th chapter. You know, we coming down to the wire, man. And that was Gen X talking. All right. These people, they're going to want what you have. All right. If you're not covered by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, you're going to get devoured. Okay. You're supposed to be in a mode right now where you're supposed to be giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and repenting, man. Okay. Coming back to the Lord. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But right now at this time, you know, it's just, it's only the 144,000 hopeful elect that can really hear what's going on and see what's going on, you know, and people becoming more and more stupid by the day, man. Okay. None of these people have any wherewithal of what's going on around them. Okay. So I put all that out to say this. Let me get these scriptures right here. All right, this is Job 20 and 22. It reads, in the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery. Okay, so that's what, you know, this whole system, this whole plan, all right, is running into trouble. It's not going to flourish. It's not going to get up off the ground. Okay, and because of that, what you're seeing is let's go inside this. You're seeing the common working man, all right. Was this the right one? Let me go back. Yep, this is it. And Mel, the wicked, the hand of the wicked, all right. You have the coming man, okay. And it says, a laborer, a sufferer, a wretched one, a laborer, a workman, okay. So every hand of the workman is going to go against that wicked enterprise that they got going, man. Okay, it says shall come upon him. So his plan is not going to come into fruition because the Lord already made the decree. He said that a person or a man shall live by the sweat of his brow. So if they're trying to get this technocracy started, and and it's getting funneled in that way, and they want UBIs to be handed out, so a man can be profitable or prosper in his pseudo kingdom, okay? Because he wants to be the only one to have money. He doesn't want anybody else to have money. All right, that's the major factor that he's pulling off. All right, he's gonna keep you as a serf and not let you increase wealth, okay? But put you inside of a 15-minute city, and then he's going to try to just use you as minuscule labor, okay? And you'll be happy to do anything after they take away everything. Like Klaus Schwab say, take away, you'll have nothing, all right? And then when they issue that chip, all right, because the chip is a part of that deal. In order to get shelter, in order to get food, in order to, just live a life, so to speak, because this ain't living, uh, it's going to be, that's crazy, this madness. It's like you're in an insane asylum, okay? But going back, right, like the brother said in his video, we got the receipts, and we know what's going to happen in the end. So we go ahead to Job. Again, I think it's enterprise I want to put in. Keyword there. You have 5 and 12. And yeah, we'll go to it. All right. It says he disappointed, or he frustrates him, NLT side. He frustrates the plan of schemers, so the work of their hands will not succeed. Right? And that's what basically that brother's video is about. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. And they are. Okay? Nobody's winning. Nobody's gonna win. Okay? Everybody's gonna lose. Even the so-called white man. He's done. Okay? Salaki. Oh, stomach. But I just wanted to bring that out, man. Okay? None of his plans or schemes are ever going to come to fruition, man. They're just going to be, thwarted, man. Put out on the earth, man. And so-called Esau, not so-called, but the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, he's going to tear himself in anger, man. Okay? Like the scriptures say. Let's get that. And this is where Revelations 12 and 12 comes in. Let's see if I can get it. Let's do this. Still in Job. All right. Let's go here. It's Job 18 and 4. It says, "You may tear out your hair in anger, but will that destroy the earth? Will it make the rocks tremble? Surely the light of the wicked will be snuffed out. The sparks of their fire will not glow. The light in their tent will grow dark. The lamp hanging above them will be quenched." So, it's their cruel and stupid ideas. It will come to naught, man. They're dumb. Esau Edom is a caveman. Okay? He's a fucking caveman. It says the confident stride of the wicked will be shortened. Their own schemes will be their downfall. The wicked walk into a net, they fall into a pit. Okay? Yeah, so essentially, just like that brother was saying, you gotta see it this way, man. If you ain't really seeing it like this, look at the IUIC. They buying fucking land up. They stupid. They're stupid like the white man. All right, they believe in that fucking dream that they're trying to sell them. Own land, own a house. No, man. The scriptures strictly tell you that this place is going to be burned with fire. This place is going to be eroded, eradicated, swept with the bosom of destruction. Okay? Fire for them. That's what it's going to be, man. Straight into the point, man. Massive fire, okay? By them thermonuclear missiles or whatever grade of missiles that they have now, because Russia invents new missiles every day. Okay? It's all in the scriptures, man. It's hundreds and hundreds of scriptures that you can just add to, what that brother is putting out. You go straight into destruction mode. All right? But on that teenager, what he said, let's grab that real quick and go to the Apocrypha. That'll be it, man. The Spirit wanted me to divulge in this a little bit here. So, let's do it. Yep, verse 16, 2 Ezra 15 and 16. Right to the point. (15 and 15), I'll read from there. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another." Right? Fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? Yeah, so people are not gonna mind, these cokehead politicians anymore, man. It's over for that. It's a done day. All right. These things are not going to be adhered to anymore. You know, their laws, their authority. All right. It's been shown that these people are crackheads and fucking just they're soulless people, man. Okay, the Most High ain't dealing with them. All right, He dealt with them to put them in power so they can come crashing down in such a manner that we're seeing, man. Society is gone, man. It's already crumbled. Okay, all they had to do is shut off the lights and take away the cops, and people are going to act like how they want to act, man. They're going to do what they want to fucking do. And that time is right above us, man. It's right on our heads. It's right above our heads, you know. And the chariots are here to get us out of this type of danger, man. The angels are round about certain men, the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, Lord will, we be in that number. To the Akwaf and the Akim that's listening, man. But turn your face back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and come to him, man. While his hand is still stretched out, we're still out there on the highways and byways. You watch these video epistles, take notes, man. Be moved in the spirit to leave out of the spirit of Babylon the Great. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, and also Egypt. Be in that spirit to forget this fucking place, man. There's nothing good happening here. Everything's fucking rotten to the core. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Shalom.